Mike here. It took me a while to do some stuff. Anyway, what do you guys think about Vitaly's Cameraman? So he's like been live streaming. He like acts like he doesn't care. He says that people are spreading fake news about him, and they're saying like, dude, why didn't you go to jail? Like it's weird. It's a weird situation for this guy, right? And I think basically in his mind, in his wife's mind, that he thinks that just by stopping and saying, hey, I won't do this again, and running away, that all these problems can go away. But you know, there's kind of another side to this, right? Because there's a lot of, I guess, outsiders, people who are, you know, from places that are not in the Philippines, obviously, and they have their own opinions. They're saying like, you know, this guy should go down with Vitaly too, because, you know, he obviously knew what he was doing. He was basically Vitaly's connection to everything. So why doesn't he go down too, right? And it was funny because I saw like this live stream where he was saying how the guy's like Sly Kane or something, Christopher P. Dantes. Anyways, yeah, he was just like, yeah, I live right beside a police station. Why don't they come and get me? And that's like the question, right? And I don't really think that they really want to. You know, I don't want to say it, but I feel like Filipinos, they really stick together. So, you know, this guy Vitaly, it's like he was just, they need to show the rest of the world that Filipinos won't stand for it. So that's kind of like symbolic that he's in jail. He's going to be in jail till he's old. Well, I mean, that's another thing altogether, right? Because he's probably going to get 5 to 10 years. You know, people are saying because each of the individual charges carries like a maximum sentence of 5 years. So adding all that stuff together, I mean, you guys already know what the charges are. He's going to get out when he's like 70 or something, which I think is pretty much impossible because, well, and it's kind of like, it's weird, right? Because he was harassing people. So harassment itself, without putting it online, it's like a 6 to 12 month sentence. But, you know, it's because nobody's ever done this before. And I think that that's probably, well, you know, I think I just wanted to know like the real opinions about Filipinos and this guy, right? Because, you know, first we know that Filipinos, they stick together if there's like some negative opinion about something. And I think just really, it's funny, the gall of that Sly King guy, that he's just, you know, I think he's probably the second most looked for online person in the Philippines right now. And does anybody ever care to like rat him out and be like, you know, go over to the police station and say, okay, here's the guy that you're looking for? Or is he just so confident that he's like not going to be caught, serve time, or anything like that? And, you know, I was watching this other guy's video where he was saying that he's lost respect to the Filipino legal system. I mean, he's got to understand that this is not the States. You know, they don't have the resources, the time, or the effort to prosecute like certain people. But kind of on the upside, but on the other side of that, like once you're in the system, like Vitaly, they're not going to let him go for a long time. And people are going to forget about him. You know, maybe in 10 years they're going to be like, oh yeah, you're that idiotic guy who broke the first rule of live streaming in the Philippines. So you're the guy that they made the precedent after. It's all because of you. Maybe they're going to actually have like a Philippines versus Vitaly rule or something like that. And I don't know, I just think it's really interesting that, you know, this guy Sly Kane, he's brought all of this like heat on himself, and then now he's saying, oh yeah, all this stuff is fake. Yeah, I didn't do any of that. I didn't know. You know, they actually have a saying in the States. I think it's like ignorance is no excuse for the law or something like that. You guys can correct me if I didn't say that right. And that probably also applies in the Philippines too. Why? Because you didn't know, then therefore, you know, you're innocent? No, absolutely not. I don't even know if this guy has a lawyer, if he's hired a lawyer. I mean, there's other things that are going on too. Like in South Korea, there's new guys popping up that are like these nuisance online streamers. And I think really, guys, at the end of the day, until they figure out like what it is, how to handle these guys in the legal system, how to charge them, what is acceptable, what is not, then nothing is going to get really resolved. But I just think it's so funny. It's so funny. It's so interesting how the guy who's the cameraman, which any lawyer guy is going to say to you, like, why didn't this person stop Vitaly when he had the chance? And he was the one that's holding the camera. But you know what? I've never seen yet one dedicated Filipino person online, influencer, say that exact thing. Say that he should be caught. It's all these people that are like from outside of the country who don't really know what it's like to live in the Philippines. Sorry, guys. You know, that I think that's probably the biggest thing. That's my biggest complaint about all these people that think that the cameraman should be caught too, is that none of them live in the Philippines. How do you have a right to talk about someplace that you've never been in before? You know, you've never had legal trouble in. You don't even know what poverty is like, and they just blah 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 blah. You know, and I'm not saying that I'm better than they are. You know, I'm a hop, skip, and jump from the Philippines. That's where I live, but I have my own opinions too. But I just think that, you know, you can't really try to police another country when you don't even know what it's like there and you've never been there before. So anyways, guys, that's my 2 cents about how the cameraman isn't caught, and he's I don't know what he's doing. Is he even making money? Does he even have any followers? Let me know what you think. See you guys later.